Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Now the first carry for LeSean McCoy. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route the shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now McCoy, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man that's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go play action now. Jackson trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Let's go deep.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
3 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. From the gun, it's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Here's Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
No, check.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Set. Blue, landed.
Rudolph. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
2nd and 10, here's Jackson again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. With that grab, by the way, Antonio Brown now over 10,000 receiving yards in his career.
That is an incredible, significant accomplishment. You're saying 10,000 yards? How many other guys have done that in NFL history?
He's the 46th all-time.
And one of the few that are active.
Yeah,
incredible. There's
only a few that are active. He still, though, is a ways away from Jerry Rice, up over 22,000 for the all-time lead. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Now let's go.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Rudolph looking to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Now let's go.
A give to Bell. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Now, Barney. Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. Nice footwork by McCoy. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Tucker now. Kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
All right, here we go.
Here's Rudolph off play action. And that is incomplete here.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. The give is to Bell. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Going long here for Wallace. It's caught at the 10. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. That one goes for 36 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. LeSean McCoy, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Baltimore after this. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Patriot! Patriot! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
2nd and 10, Rudolph again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Rudolph now on second down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Here's Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, here we go.
Back to the air, Rudolph. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Jackson on first down. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Now let's go.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Blue 90.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check that guy. Single. Hey, get him.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A give to McCoy. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go play action with Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do, looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now out come the Steelers. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Jackson on 2nd down, buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep up. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Watch him now, Barney. Gone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. A good pickup there of 22.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Rudolph now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. He's going to, well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10.
Set! 319! 319!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Bell. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Green 39.
Now Rudolph. This will be caught by Brown. 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Now it's Rudolph. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Jackson now down around his goal line. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not very often.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And take it right on the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10.
Gone. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He got 29 yards that time. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 20-yard touchdown. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to
Here we
none.
go. 3-19. 3-19.
This give is to McCoy. Got some real estate inside the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He'll get it up the middle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Ravens, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
you